Hello everyone, I'm Nikolai, your friend from Razor Corporation. This is my first video exclusively made for the members of our corps. As you guys know how difficult it is to discuss in chats about different ship setups and how to use them in New Eden space, I have decided to make some videos. Okay, today we are gonna take a look at the Xian-Yue Prototype destroyer and how to do Tier 5 encounters easily with this ship. Let's take a look at the role bonus quickly. It has small decomposer damage and range boost. That is a fairly decent amount of damage boost, 75%, and pretty fair amount of range boost. So I have equipped, of course, the jetstream decomposer, small ones, and you can get the returned small jetstream decomposer from the daily supply from the game. Okay, this particular weapon has fairly decent amount of damage, and as I have invested in the skills, this one over here, small decomposer command, which gives a 4% boost per level and damage boost and tracking speed boost, of course it gives. And another skill, the decomposer upgrade, gives damage and optimal range bonus. You are gonna have to invest in those two skills if you intend to use these weapons. Okay, as this is a close range combat ship, we are gonna need a stasis wavy fire, which has a range up to 11.2 km, fairly close to the weapon's range itself. And of course this ship is gonna need an extra supply of energy from the energy Nosferatu. Okay, so basically this ship is not very tanky ship. It has a base defense of 3268, which is not much. So I have installed some rigs here, which is 20% shield bonus, core defense charge economizer 1, and as we are currently in the Caladri space, so mostly encounters will encounter missile ships from the Caladri ship branch. So we are gonna need a anti-thermal resistance 30% and anti-EM resistance 30% in the rig. Okay, so that gives us a fairly resistance boost to electromagnetic and thermal damage types, as otherwise shields have natural resistance to explosive and kinetic type of damage. These particular rigs have evened out those numbers, so basically you are gonna take less damage. And I have also installed two small MK5 shield boosters. I figured out that one is not enough, so that's why and all those things were, and of course one small afterburner. Don't try to equip a micro warp drive in the ship, because that's gonna take a toll on the capacitor over here. It will reduce the capacitor capacity and drain the rest of the energy fairly quickly, so we don't want that. So I have installed a afterburner instead. This will do pretty much good. And to make up for the additional energy supply, I have also installed a energy Nosferatu, which will start working after we get within the range of 6 to 8 kilometer, 8 to 6 kilometer. Of course 8 to low, but it will start working after 8 kilometers of range. Okay, let's see what this ship can actually do out in the field. I'll take a encounter tier 5, of course. Let's take this one. Okay, one more thing I should
Warp
tell
drive
you
active.
that you are gonna want to keep the default orbiting range to around 10 to 11 kilometer for both the weapon and the stasis wave fire to work. This ship is gonna need a mixed range tactics. That means if there are less than 4 ships, you can go straight for them and take those out fairly easily. But if there are more than 3, like 4, 5, 6 ships, you're gonna have to orbit them. You're gonna have to orbit the closest enemy first, and then once the enemies are down to 3, you can head straight and take those out fairly quickly. Otherwise you are gonna be in trouble. If you see the shield going down, you are gonna have to run to the nearest Stargate or station, if there is one available, and wait for the shield to repair. Okay, let's head to the anomaly.
Warp drive active.
Okay, in the first wave we have got 3 ships, and so I'm gonna head to the nearest one and attack. Basically this type of weapons don't have an only have optimal range, no accuracy fall up, so you're gonna need to be within 12 kilometers to hit the enemy. I can activate the Nosferatu to draw the energy from this ship to make up for the two shield repairers running both at the same time. They are drawing a lot of energy, as you can see. Okay, one is down. Another. This ship does a pretty quick damage from up close, as you can see. don't worry about that capacitor. Oh, and one thing I forgot to tell you, this ship I fitted with also some capacitor recharge rate boost rigs, so that my capacitor recharges fairly quickly. Okay, now one thing to remember, there is only one enemy left and I have shut down my weapon. What I'm gonna do is head towards that enemy and wait for some second to draw energy from its core with the Nosferatu to make up for my capacitor loss, for to be ready for the next wave. My capacitor is already low. As there is only one left, I will turn off one shield and just as I reach within 4 kilometers range, I will turn off the afterburner. Okay, and also the Webifier. Just one shield and the energy Nosferatu running. That will recharge my capacitor fairly quickly. It should. You can periodically also turn off the shield to conserve energy and turn on when there is some little bit of damage. Okay, when the capacitor reaches around 84%, then you can just start taking him out, because the capacitor won't catch any more of its energy. Okay, this wave is done. Get ready for the next wave. Turn off the weapon. Okay, the enemies are pretty close. I will turn on the weapon and approach them with both of my shields on. Here the afterburner will sometimes help if you are not within the Nosferatu range of the enemy. Then it will help you get closer faster. Then you can start taking their energy from their from their capacitor to your capacitor. Okay, the next one is already in range, very close, so no need to turn off any modules, just approach it and take him down. Okay, down to one enemy, same drill again. Approach him, turn the afterburner on, turn up one shield, and when you are within 11 km, turn on the Webifier to slow him down so that you can close the gap quickly. See, this thing is already Webified, so I can reach him faster. Okay, now it's in the energy grabbing range. I'll turn up the afterburner, the Webifier, just one shield and the energy Nosferatu. Keep an eye on the capacitor capacity, which when around 82-84%, you don't have to wait anymore, just take him out. and be sure to turn on the wavy fire at the same time, as it will increase your hitting efficiency of the weapon. Okay, these guys are pretty outside, so I'm gonna turn up the weapon and run towards the nearest enemy. No, I'm gonna orbit them because there are 4 enemies. You can also shift your target if you think one of the enemy ships are closing in faster. You can target that ship. In this case, I'm targeting this Bantam destroyer, a frigate, I think. Alright, now let's orbit him also. This thing is pretty crucial to maintain the range when there are many enemies, because otherwise this ship can't take much hits from the enemy. You might have to run for the nearest station for repair or for the work rate, whichever. Okay, now I can approach them. I will turn up my weapon shortly for the capacitor to conserve one shield as well. Now I can turn on the wavy fire to close in the range quickly, and within 8 km range turn on the Nosferatu. Turn up the afterburner, the wavy fire, just these two, and also you can turn on the weapon. You can turn on both the shields if you think your shield is dropping and you have capacitor battery. Okay, here we can see one of the enemies are drawing energy from you, which is the Caracal trainer. The other guy. Where is he? There. This one is using Nosferatu on me. Okay, as this guy already has a Nosferatu turned on, we cannot do the previous trick on this guy because it will draw the same amount of energy. Maybe not so much, because this one is a Caracal, which is a cruiser, and I am in a battle destroyer, which has lesser capacitor battery than a cruiser. So my Nosferatu might work. Same old drill. Just wait for the capacitor to recharge enough to be ready for the next wave. When you realize that your capacitor is not recharging anymore, then you start taking out this guy. Okay, time to take him out. Okay, here we go. We have the mission completed. This was pretty easy. Okay, so you can see how this thing worked. And let's quickly grab the loots if any. Okay, so we have got 3 loots. Start approaching and turn on the afterburner for faster grabbing, faster reaching to those loots. Okay guys, this was it. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and safe and fun flying. Nikolai out.